Looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renaissance. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you.
Do you think it's Naori?
A lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible? What is this?
Who the hell are
Well, you haven't been paying attention, Scarecrow.
Are they even people?
Shion's great-grandma.
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
Oh, we're fighting 3 red women.
Particularly talkative.
It's no use, Alphen. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
I can carve through armor!
Take this!
Not in your dreams! By the
Try
power
harder!
of Taurus, this one's mine!
My turn!
Illuminate the earth! Come forth!
Now I'm able to do it!
I'm not done!
Chain between heaven and
The
earth!
flame inside me! Here! Be let free!
Lightning! By the power of
Take
Taurus!
this!
Steering burn! Reload!
Flash! Swallow blade!
There you are! Back into the
Here I
fray!
come! No escape!
Chain hurricane!
Dragon swarm!
Eagle fly!
Gemini Ultra!
Soaring light spear!
Yeah, that's that.
Take this!
Take this!
A whirling magic
Swallow blade!
Ready and rare!
It's a super
healing circle!
I really owe you one.
Dead! I'll cover
I really owe you one.
Recover! I'll heal you all!
You!
Take this!
Purge malevolence! Healing magic
Swallow
is
blade!
Seal!
Be let free!
Arch seal! Need to pull myself together. I never miss!
Freaking does it!
Eternal devastation!
Seal! Radiant flow!
Can't move!
You can heal me, Shion, anytime.
I owe you one!
Denied! Dragon shell!
You're mine! Dragon swarm!
I'm on a roll now!
Here I come! Eternal devastation! Flash! Infernal punch! Struck!
I can carve through! I'll finish you here and now!
Eternal devastation!
Eat this!
Here, let me help.
Ignite!
You see what happened there as you crossed me? Shouldn't have done that.
Dragon swarm!
Oh, try to get him to halfway before Law does his super thing.
I never miss!
Dragon swarm!
Illuminate the dark! Ready to go! I'll heal you all!
In a vine?
Chain between heaven and earth!
Oh, I went to halfway and they didn't have me do the thing yet.
Try harder! Not a chance! I'm not done! Thanks! This one's all mine! Dragon dust! Burn! Here I come!
Get out of there, get out of there.
You're mine!
Look at me like that, okay.
No further. I owe you one.
I'm just getting started.
Into the shadows.
This gets Shiri's doll from her childhood. Could be. This game has gotten pretty whack story-wise, so I
Armor won't save you.
wouldn't put it past anything.
Far enough.
No further. Never in win.
Watch this. Take this. I'll smash you. It was nice while it lasted.
Look sharp.
It can't be the last boss, right?
I could do this all day.
Surrender. Fighting is useless now. Do you think it's really over?
Nope.
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve.
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay.
You think Mist is the big bad?
You had me worried there. Who said you could touch that? Damn it! He's awake! I should have thought as much. So you know this place? Naturally. It was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart. Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me? You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those.
Yeah, I just didn't have any restrictions missed.
You mentioned before,
So it just
you were not the
basically
only
rolled
one stolen
the
from
same
Dana,
names over.
correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Boron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renin and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Danon are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
Oh, whoa.
A red woman?
Another one? Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alma!
Too late. You can't stay here.
We need to go. Alfred!
Oh no. Shion.
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Something tells me that he's gonna be the big boss.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Yeah, I don't think he's dead.
Are you two okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Is Volron... Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal? Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What? Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renaissance. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renaissance in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
Okay.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renan's or Danon's.
Yeah, not in a good way like what...
Can I fast travel back? No, it is blocked.
with us.
You have to walk all the way back.
I didn't see that coming about Volron. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danon. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Shion? Doherty? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena and Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renis Alma too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
I really can't believe I have to. Oh, I went backwards. Or did I go backwards? Where am I? Forbidden Zone Depths. Altar Chamber. Okay, I'm going the right way. Didn't know if it let me do something. Alright, well I assume I'm now at the end. Is at least my like end game is there. If I finished with the tutorial. Feels like it. I'm 36, 37 hours in and I think I finally finished the tutorial. Strange it's making me walk back though and not letting me fast travel. I was about to say press X to run. If only. You know what it's gonna do that's gonna make me irritated? It's gonna make me fight through all those Zoogles again. Here. Oh, maybe not. But still, why does it... Why is fast travel turned off? Yeah, look, it's gonna make me fight these things again. Can I sneak by them? Come on, you guys wanna chase me, right? You can chase me back here. Oh, I almost had it.
No choice. Now you'll learn. What's all mine. Eat that. Not today. A showdown between blade and fist. Watch it. That'll bring you down. Here comes. Not on my watch. Inferno punch. Crush. Do it. Get toasty.
I think he's about to tell me it's time to start the tutorial, or finish the tutorial. I don't know what was worse, that made me sit through, what, 2.5 hours of straight cutscenes? Or now it's making me backtrack like 15 zones.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Going the right way, right? Yeah. Ooh, I don't know if I can get... Hey. How do we end? How do we end the game? How about a movie? You know it will. They'll do some like 30-minute anime cutscene. It's nothing but lore.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Doe?
I'm gonna keep playing until I can't. I've got like I've got to get groceries at 7.
You're safe.
I may just play through it
Avakir filled
until
me in about
7.
everything about how I ambushed you all. She doesn't remember a thing, so she really was being controlled. He told me about Tarnigan too. Is it true?
I'm gonna beat the game.
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegus is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of
They
riots
don't
breaking
exist.
out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Yep.
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegus from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
I don't want
Riots
to.
feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegus right now?
Probably Dolly.
Lenegus wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Really, is this how they're gonna extend the game?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegus. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Eldamenencia.
Look, up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid, as people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest.
Lord.
The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegus, not the lords and sovereign.
Dear Courage, you ever decide what game you wanted?
Citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Your speech seems to have done the
Not a
trick.
problem,
Looks like the
Scarecrow.
city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier.
Probably
about the
just
Sovereign
skip.
possibly not even existing. Was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been.
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only
He was
explanation
quick
that
to
makes
just
sense.
go against
But
it,
what
wasn't
about
he?
hierarchy, Avakir? Authority, the very foundations of Renan society. How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Turnigan's death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegis till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
Sorry, I don't want to be ungrateful. No, Scarecrow. That's... I would rather you not take a game just for the sake of taking it, right?
Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever
I think we'll probably do it about every first Sunday in a month. We'll do giveaways. And I might make it a little more impactful in that only have like 4 or 5 games, but them being like very, very good games.
Looks like the people of Lenegis can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
Bloodlust comes out of nowhere.
How do you figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the Renan system.
To troll
bound by
Scarecrow.
its values.